we don't have roles as such, do we?
No. I mean, I'd regard myself as a foot soldier. I'll go out and canvass and campaign. I did that in the past. But when I worked in the voluntary sector, part of what we did quite specifically was, the old-fashioned word was emancipation. It was emancipation of women and especially young people. Nowadays they call it civic engagement, citizenship, and so I was doing that for years, so I just consider that a continuation, except now for an independent Scotland.
You know, women in Scotland are more than half of the population. They're poorly represented at the moment. In our parliament, only about just over a third of MSPs are elected representatives are women. And because politics, you know, as for everyone else, affects all the decisions, all the choices that women make in their lives, and we don't have enough say in what those choices or decisions are. Too many of the really important decisions that impact on women's lives are made by men, and it doesn't make for a healthy democracy.
I mean, many women, forgive me, I don't want to categorise women as a homogenous group, but many women would say, well, politics is not for me. But virtually all of us have been in a hospital, or our kids have been in a hospital, we've been through the education system, or our kids and our grandkids are, and that's politics. Who decides which money goes where? Who decides what the prioritisation is? Who divvies up the budget? And if there's not enough women in there contributing to the decision-making process, it will not reflect the needs of society.
It's about what they call can, should and must, and trying to explain to Scottish people and people who live here, like yourselves, who have come from other countries, that Scotland can be independent, just like other nations, like France, other countries.
Small countries,
yeah,
wherever.
Absolutely. Should be independent because it would be better for our country, and must if we want to fix some of the issues that are quite long-standing.
I mean, for me, there's an aspect that I thought would have taken off at the last general election in the UK, and that was the use of social media, and it didn't. This time round, I think it's taking off much more. So for me, part of the strategy, either officially or unofficially, is the use of social media. Facebook, Twitter, social media, your own networking. But in turn, like, the strategy could be as highfalutin as that, or it could be quite literally talking to your neighbours. I'm very pleased with the fact that I've converted my neighbour's son.
But that is the absolute beauty of the Yes campaign, in that because it's so grassroots, there's a place for everybody to find their way in, and what it has done is engaged lots more volunteers from much more diverse backgrounds. I mean, we've got women who've never done what we do as kind of political activism. We've never been involved in anything like this ever in their lives.
That to me is what it's all about. You bring what you know, and what you don't know you learn from other people.
It's lovely, isn't it? We're having fun.
Oh, seriously.
We are, we're really enjoying it. You know, we go away from each day that we do this kind of stuff really enthused and buoyed, actually, because it is that thing about hope. Whatever happens in the vote in September, Scotland is actually a changed place because of what's been happening, and that makes women like Selma and I, who've been working with communities and individuals for a long time to make change happen, really hopeful.